What's good? My name is Trey Little, 1.5 million followers on TikTok. I am a developer and property owner in Detroit and started a company called By the Block. I've done a TED Talk. I've spoke all over the country, traveled to different parts of the world to share my story about making it out of the hood. Make sure you like this video and subscribe for more. Look, somebody asked me, how did I get out the hood? Somebody also asked me if they had $500, how would they get started in real estate? And I'm about to talk about it. Number one, being rich ain't really just about money. It's number one, a mindset. Number two, it's your network. You know how they say it's not really your net worth, but it's your network, because there's a lot of rich people like Elon Musk. There's people that talk about being homeless before, but they got people that they can call, right? There's people that say if they lost their money, they got people they can call for $1 million, right? My life has been like this. I went from growing up in the hood with a single mom, losing my dad at 4, and then being in poverty. Once I built my skill set and made it out of that, I built a strong network of people. And once I built a network, my network started to climb. And then when I lost it all, homeless, sleeping in cars, lost everything. Once I started to build my knowledge and value up, I started going to a real estate class. I spent the money on that, and I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. And that's when I started getting around some of the biggest developers in Detroit. And once I did that, it's almost like I provided so much value to them that no matter what, they give me opportunities. If I need something, they'll look out. How does that apply to you? So let's say if you have a trade, let's say you're a carpenter and you got a house, you got savings, you lose everything. If you cold at what you do, somebody will hire you to come back out and do that job again. I guarantee you that. And then you build a network of people around you that can loan you stuff, that can help you out, that can really be there for you in that time, because you're so valuable. People don't want to see you fall. So I got a tweet that I made. I'm about to read out. So here are the 5 steps of how I work to get out of poverty. Number 1, let me start it over. Here are the 5 steps that I wrote. Here are the 5 steps that I came up with of what I did to get out of poverty. Number 1, I worked hard to generate income, worked all day. Number 2, I lived with family and friends to reduce my bills. Number 3, I worked on building a business when I wasn't working. So after work, I kept building my own business. Number 4, I created a service and a product that helps people, and I sold it online. And number 5, I learned skills from mentors. And those are the steps that if you implement over time and not give up, your life will change. I can guarantee you that. It takes time. I've been doing this for, over 10 years, 12, maybe like 13 years, right? I have to do the math, but over time, there's different wins, right? There's different wins over time that gets you further and further and further. And if you really want to grow, just focus on the longevity. You got to build your life up to where you can do it over time. You can't just focus on popping off overnight, because you're not going to make it. You got to build your life in a way to where you can have consistent money coming in. Work a job, do DoorDash, do Uber Eats, work at Amazon. Like, it's all types of stuff that you can do to bring income in. And then on the side, you hustling, right? You doing whatever you think. You trying out a lot of stuff. The younger you are, the more earlier you get started, the more you could just get out there and try stuff. So somebody also asked me if they have $500, how do they get started in real estate? Here's what I could recommend. What I did was I took $300. It cost me way more in the long term, probably over it. Couple thousand, because I didn't pass my test yet. If I had $500, I would take a real estate class, study, and keep taking that test until you pass. Because guess what? Once you pass, you can get into an office with a trusted broker and sell real estate. If you have $500 and you want to get involved in real estate, get your license, because you can learn everything you need to know from that class. Even though I failed my test like 7 times, I still know a lot of stuff, right? I wasn't a school type of person. I'm going to pass it. But if you take that test, you will learn a lot. I learned a lot. I learned enough to be able to be in this market working with developers that come in and out the office, at the real estate office I work with. So take that test, honestly. And then if you want to get into investing in houses and all that, once you start getting into real estate, you meet people. At least meet someone from the ground up. Start at like a little small office. You will meet people. And once you meet people, you can move your way up. They'll give you opportunities. That's the best way to do it, because it's hard when you got $500 and you want to get started in real estate. Yeah, you could buy a piece of land, but at the same time, what I learned is the city wants to know if you have a plan, a development plan. They want to know if you have the funds to build what you say you're going to build there. And they might reject you just because you ain't got a good plan, you ain't got the proof of funds in your bank account. So if you got $500, yeah, you could try to partner with somebody, but I really recommend taking that test. That's if you want to get into real estate. That's one of the best ways to invest it, right? And like I said, land you can probably buy for like 100, you could probably buy for 500, but it's so much that go into that's your best investment for the money. And after I've done this, I've seen that, like, okay, bet, like, yeah, I can go buy a house in Detroit for $1,000, but it's gonna cost $100,000 to fix, $150,000 to fix. So your money is best invested in education. Yeah, go on YouTube, eat it up, soak it up. But education, not necessarily school or university. I had all D's and F's in high school, dropped out of college first semester. But what I would recommend is invest in your education. Learn as much as you can. Invest in AI, right? And start your own business. But that $500, I promise you, you got to just take that class and get everybody's phone number. Take that class, get everybody email, get their phone number, ask them where the local real estate event set in your neighborhood. And once you get tapped in, ask. And then they're going to tell you. Once they tell you, you do it. You don't sit there and slack off, but you got to be serious about it. And if you got kids, if you working, try to do it when you, real estate, you could take a class online. Just Google it. It's that easy. You just got to do the work, I promise you. But yeah, so that's as basic as it'll get. And then once you live with family, I talked about that, right? Living with family, living with friends. If you can find somebody where you don't need to get your own crib, do that. Really do that for real. Because it'll help you out in the long run to where you can save money and you will be straight for real. So it's a lot, So I appreciate people asking me questions, but going around and building your skill set, you got to have some sort of skill set. Even if you say like, oh, you shadowed one of the best brokers in your neighborhood or one of the best agents in your neighborhood, even mentioning that person's name will get you some credibility. Shadow. Stop playing. Stop just trying to chill. Stop trying to be around friends that don't even like you for real. Just spend that time investing in your education. Man, it'll go so far. And the money gonna come eventually. You just gotta find a way to sustain your lifestyle, and then that's when the money will come. So get out there. Number one, learn you a skill. Invest in your education. And then once you do that, start putting in work. And then if you want to get on social media and document your journey, talk about what you did and what you learned, that's how you'll really grow that for real. Once you get on social media and share your journey, that's when things really take off to the next level. So that's the best thing you can do for real. So a few different steps. I'm about to go over this list one more time. Look, so make sure you like and subscribe. But 5 ways that I work to get out of poverty. Work to generate income. Number 2, live with family and friends to reduce bills. Number 3, work on building a business when you're not working. Number 4, create a service or a product that helps people and sell it online. And then number 5, learn skills from mentors. Get around mentors and do whatever. If they tell you to go get some coffee, go get that if they're a person that you trust that got the proof. If you see they work portfolio, they doing good, they got a nice car, they got some stocks, you do that, right? They dress good, they get respect, they carry themselves a certain way, get around them. Because they need hands. I need hands. If somebody came to me and said, I help you edit videos, pull up, and they can be around doing whatever like I got going on. That's as simple as it is. And then learn AI. Get on ChatGPT. Download the app. Talk to the ChatGPT app all day, every day. Just do that, right? Ask it questions. Just ask it questions about whatever you're thinking about. And then you'll get ahead of the curve when it comes to technology. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'm out. Ask me questions in the comments and I'll be in there.